All right, what's going on, Raptor fans? Welcome to the channel. This is RPGT here. Once again, uh, hoping you're having a great day right now. And I hope it continues throughout the day. Raptor fans, let's just be honest right here. Tomorrow afternoon for the Raptors could be the funeral for this team. Uh, in my case, right now, the Raptors are basically dead right now. Down 0-3 to the Philadelphia 76ers in the best of seven series first round. And it was a matchup where all of us Raptor fans, including myself, not gonna lie here, we thought that the Raptors would have been a better matchup to take down this Sixers team. But then reality is sinking in right now with this team. And being down 0-3, no team in the NBA has ever come back from 0-3 to win a series. All right. And, I could sit here and tell you that the Raptors could be the first team to do it. And then I could sit here and tell you that it's not going to happen. Okay. So the NBA, from when it started 75 years ago, 1947, which they were called the BAA back then, um, since the playoffs has been playing since those time. I mean, back then there was not much teams, and less playoff um, teams as well. But right through the years, teams have gone up 3-0, still end up winning the series. I've seen teams come back to tie the series, but then the team that had the lead still ends up winning. Um, it's baseball, it has happened, and it has happened in the NHL. So I'm a person that I like to make comparison, and sometimes I look at stats and other stuff as well. And with the Raptors being down 0-3, I look back at Toronto teams, and the last Toronto team to come back from a 0-3 deficit to win a series was the Toronto Maple Leafs, which was 80 years ago, 1942. 5 years before the Toronto Huskies, which was the first basketball team in Toronto before they folded, and then years, many years after that, Toronto got back a team which we all know as the Toronto Raptors. But 1942, and I get it. This is a different sport. That's hockey. This is basketball, but still, you see the same similarities here. A team being down 0-3 in a series to come back. And with Toronto, the Leafs being the last Toronto team to come back from a 0-3. I mean, now here we have the Raptors on its 75th anniversary. Could they pull off the miracle? Right? And it's so funny. Like right now, I'm looking at something right now. And this is gonna probably shock a lot of people who are into the history and looking back and stats and other stuff. But it's so funny that the Philadelphia 76ers are up 3-0 on Toronto, right? Toronto being one of the first teams of the NBA Back then in 1947 as the BAA, Philadelphia was known as the not the Sixers, but as the Warriors. Okay, and Golden State before Golden State got their team when before Philadelphia, the Warriors went to Golden State. The Warriors, they're leading their series against Denver 3-0 as well. So, I mean, I keep saying this that sports are so scripted, and you could say sports they're rigged, and I mean, yeah, if you want to use the word rigged, but in my case, I like using the word scripted. These things are so scripted that if a movie director writes this type of movie, you're looking at it like, wow, that's really scripted. You could tell by the way how things are going right now. Now, what I'm getting to is 1947, the Philadelphia Warriors won the, which was known as the BAA Finals. Okay, this was before it was turned into the NBA, before they changed the name. So the Philadelphia Warriors. So now I'm not saying Philadelphia and Golden State finals, but if that happens after 75 years from then to now, that will look totally scripted. If Philadelphia plays the Golden State Warriors, because Philadelphia was known as the Warriors before the Sixers. Uh, I don't. I'll have to look it up when they change. When Philadelphia changed their name from the Warriors to the Sixers. But back to the Raptors now. So that's just a little history right there. Back to the Raptors. And as I said, Saturday, Game 4, Scotiabank Arena, 2 p.m. will be the funeral. Because right now the team is dead already. And if the only thing that can raise the Raptors from the dead is not no imaginary sky daddy in the sky. It's not the crowd, it's not the fans. I mean, maybe the fans can help in a way, but look, we're just watching the game, we're just supporting the team. The only thing player or players that could save this Raptors team from having life, Scotty Barnes is one. If Scotty Barnes comes back for Game 4, I could see the Raptors having a slim chance of making this a series. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that Scotty Barnes will not might not be the answer, but I'm telling you he could be a much of a help for this team. Pascal Siakam, right now, he's becoming DeMar DeRozan Raptors playoff type of person. And this is why when Masai Ujiri traded DeMar for Kawhi Leonard, because of him not performing enough in the playoffs. Regular season, he did good, just like Pascal Siakam. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen for now. But if Masai does something to get a superstar for Pascal Siakam, uh, please, Raptor fans, don't be shocked about this, right? If Pascal Siakam was playing to his potential of that max contract that he got, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Game three, I talked about this in my Siakam video. I don't know. Where did Siakam go? This guy looked like he was so scared out there. He doesn't want to pass the ball. Just wants to do everything on his own. Tries to be the go-to guy, and the Sixers are just falling. No, not falling. The Sixers are just clamping down on him. Like he cannot get nothing going. And if he realizes that he can't get nothing going, try to be a playmaker, pass the ball. I mean, if your shots are not falling, they're not gonna fall. There's other guys you can get the ball to. Try to be that playmaker. Look, if you are so worried about scoring so many points and you can't get the points that you want to get, do something else. Play, get rebounds, defensive rebounds. The Raptors were killed on those on the glass, right? Offensive rebounds as well. Try to box out someone in the paint. Stop being around where you're not supposed to be. Okay? This guy scored 2 points in the second half in game three. Fred Van Fleet, bet on yourself. This guy is supposed to be the leader that took over from Kyle Lowry's spot. Game two and three, what happened? Right after game one, he fouling out. Game two, he had a little bounce back, and then game three, same points as Siakam, 12 points. Hmm? We us fans, we cannot just rely on guys like OG Ananobi. If OG Ananobi is going to be the go-to guy, or Gary Trent Jr., those two, then we have a long way to go. And I shouldn't use a long way to go because it's now going to be a short way to go now because the Raptors are down 0-3. Tomorrow could be the end of the season. Okay? But if tomorrow is the start of something happening for the first time in NBA playoff history, it's going to have to start on Saturday, right? 80 years after since the Maple Leafs came back from 0-3 to beat the Detroit Red Wings, could the Raptors be that second Toronto team, supports professional team, to do the same? Denver, wishing you all the best as well. I hope you make that a series as well. Well, that looks kind of. I mean, the Warriors they're clamping down on Jokic uh, in that series, and here are the Raptors. For some reason, uh, I mean, I wanted to make a part two rant about Joel Embiid, but I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna keep that to myself. So that's with that. But uh, as I said, Scotty Barnes, eh, if he returns for Saturday, hey, knock on wood, Raptors could win that game. So we just gotta hope and pray. Or if you pray, I don't really pray. This is fingers crossed. Some miracle happens that Scotty Barnes plays. Some miracle happens that Pascal Siakam realized that okay, I got a max contract. I gotta play to my potential and show these guys that I am worth the money that I got after 2020. Fred Van Fleet, same thing. Another issue is Ken Birch. I'm sorry, Ken Birch. Yes, he does have the size to match up with Joel Embiid, but this Ken Birch is someone I personally, with me, I don't know about anyone else, any other Raptor fans out there. I do not want to see Ken Birch starting Game Four. Nick Nurse, I know you're not listening to this video. No, you're not watching. None of the Raptors organization, Messiah, none of you guys are watching this. But if the basketball gods are out there right now, can you please tell Nick Nurse to start Precious Achua? Because Precious Achua, I mean, yes, he's young, he's a rookie, just like some of the other players on this team. Some of them don't have experience, except for we all know the ones that have experience on this team. But Precious Achua, game two, the way he played defense on Joel Embiid. Game three, he did okay. I'd rather give him the chance, the opportunity to try to clamp down on Joel Embiid. Because Ken Birch, look, if we're gonna get in foul calls in the early part of the first quarter, then it's game over. Then you have to rely on trying to get more stops once the game gets out of hand, because then Joel Embiid is going to start doing his thing, and James Harden and all the other players. Tyrese Maxey, this guy, I don't know. Fred Van Fleet looks like he is just a bit too slow. Maxey is too quick. Okay. So there's so much things that I can this year talk about and try to get this team fired up as a supporter, as a fan. But let's just hope that tomorrow, after tomorrow, Raptor fans, we do not see a funeral service at the Scotiabank Arena and here in the city of Toronto. I would love the Raptors to make it a gentleman. If they get sweep, make it a gentleman sweep. Let's just win one game. Let's just take the shame out of this season. A season where the Raptors were not supposed to win. I mean, not supposed to win. Not supposed to make it into the playoffs. Raptors were predicted to win 36 games this season, and they won 12 more, 48. Okay, they beat ex what's the word I'm looking for? Expectations, right? Oh, look at Cleveland. Remember how Cleveland was playing so well? I mean, injuries catch up to them. They end up playing in a tournament and they got eliminated. But I told you Cleveland was a fraud team. So what did I say? I did a video about the Cavaliers. About are the Cavaliers really contenders? Where are they right now? They're at home. I mean, give thanks that the Raptors, a team with some veterans that have been there before: Van Fleet, Siakam, Anunoby, Chris Boucher, and then getting Thaddeus Young, another big veteran pickup. Scotty Barnes doing his thing. I hoping that he should win Rookie of the Year. Gary Trent Jr. in his second year with the Raptors. Hardawell, Precious Achua has come in during that second half after the All Star break. We're not supposed to make the playoffs, and then they get the fifth seed. The fifth seed. They pass Chicago and Cleveland, a team that was in a playing tournament. Started saying to themselves, "We're not a playing tournament team. We are a playoff team." So let's just hope it's not the end. Raptor fans, just gotta have faith, and that's gonna do it for me with this one here. Thank you for watching. I hope you once again have a great day. Be safe out there wherever you are. A lot of crazy people, especially on the TTC and elsewhere. You just gotta be aware of your surroundings. If you're going to Scotiabank Arena tomorrow, I want to do a. I might do a preview. I'm not too sure, but I'll do my post game reaction and sum up the Raptors season, or just sum up maybe a game win. All right. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.